Right now we are at Phang Nga Bay, about to go on the famous James Bond island tour. Most tourists take this tour from Phuket or Krabi, but we just decided to drive straight to Phang Nga Bay because we actually got a really good price on this tour today, which we can't wait to share with you later.
Let's do it. I was sort of like standing here looking at the camera. I haven't said a word yet, but that's because I'm a little bit hangover. We actually had a few drinks with a couple of our friends, and you know how it goes.
I've got diarrhea.
Hey!
Oh, is that my intro? I've got diarrhea.
That's it, man.
Like YouTube?
Here's our captain starting the engines. Captain just said that we're gonna go through this mountain, and apparently there's a cave, and we're gonna go through it on the boat. Check this out. Look at that natural little tunnel.
This whole cave feels like we are completely upside down. It's super trippy. Wow. Really glad our driver brought us through this way. That is really cool.
And then you come out to this beautiful bay just here. And there's like a bunch of tiny little like marble mountain islands.
We have just arrived at our first destination on this tour, which is Koh Panyee, and it is basically a Muslim floating village. This place has so many authentic Thai vibes right now, and just to get here was absolutely beautiful. We drove through the mangrove forests with the huge mountains in the background, and this village is situated right next to one of these mountains. It's just absolutely breathtaking, guys. You can see the mosque in the distance with the golden pillar on the top, and it just looks so beautiful.
So as soon as you get off the boat on the pier, there's a restaurant, and you just sort of walk in, see a lot of stuff like souvenir stuff and clothes. What do you think so far?
I think it looks so beautiful. When we were driving up, all of the houses are just like different colors. It just looked so vibrant and so like, it looked like out of a movie or something. It looked unbelievable. This whole area, it's pretty touristy. There's a lot of like souvenir shops and stuff when you first arrive, but that's because there's tours coming here all day, every day with loads of tourists. So people trying to sell
it
stuff.
makes sense. Like you come here if you want to get a James Bond Island t-shirt, you know, to just show like, oh, I've been here.
And you're supporting the local businesses.
Exactly. There's a lot of cool things. Like I've seen like little instruments, like tiny little drums and stuff that I probably would like to have. It just we don't have any more space in our bags.
So this is literally people's houses. They literally live in here.
So
it's just floating above the water.
So at the moment we're like the only tourists here. There's only like a couple of other Thai people here that are like visiting this place, but we're pretty much the only one. So it is pretty quiet. I feel like this place seen a lot more tourism back in days. Yeah. And now like every time we walk past the stall, we kind of feel bad walking past and not buying anything because we don't really need it.
Look at that, someone's building up their own house here.
That's how still house is built.
Look at the massive skull.
Buffalo.
No plastic.
Real pearl.
Ah, real pearl, real pearl.
Nice.
So this whole street is pretty much one massive market. There's all kinds of stuff to buy here. Yeah, it's just super quiet. Oh my god, I can actually see a floating chicken hut over there. That's pretty cool. So they have pretty much everything they need right on this little floating island. Oh, can even get a little CBD coffee.
You can see how creative they are. There's like so much stuff made out of seashells, and like for example, this elephant is made completely out of tiny seashells.
Wow. It is kind of like insane feeling. You feel like you're somewhere back in the day. It genuinely feels like I'm in a Discovery Channel documentary, you know? This whole street right now, you can see the mosque up there, the mountain. Just unbelievably beautiful place.
I know, it's like how it's crazy that like this whole thing is above water, you know?
Yeah.
You see that every day. But yeah, let's keep exploring. So we just reached the mosque, and it's actually a floating mosque. I mean, look at that. An actual mosque, like an actually big one as well.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
So the mosque actually is not floating, just realized there's like ground, it's a graveyard, so it's not actually floating, but it still is pretty cool. What do you guys think so far of this place? What's your like favorite bit of it?
Just the small streets, and everywhere you look, it's just water.
Yeah, it is really cool. Like the little markets, just walking through.
The locals, like they all speak with each other, like you can tell it's like a real community. That's
You
it.
don't feel like you're in Thailand, right? It feels like
no.
somewhere else.
Just otherworldly.
What are you looking at, bro?
Pearls, all these pearls.
Pearls.
Wow.
So is this like real pearl inside of a shell? Wow. Look at that, guys. Apparently that's supposed to be real pearl. Pretty epic, right? How you can just find this in the ocean and sell it for, how much is this?
1,500.
And sell it for 1,500, which is really cheap for an actual pearl, right? It's absolute penny.
Yeah, that is really cool. Necklace.
Oh, it is a necklace. So this is real pearl.
Yeah, I can taste it.
Oh, I don't think I've ever touched pearl before in my life.
I give for you by.
Like she's burning it.
This one. The same.
Do you guys know how much pearls usually cost?
Like they're expensive.
For one pearl, let's
I
say.
think they're kind of expensive. Yeah.
They sell for you 800.
Do you think this is genuine? We're talking about
Look at some of the quality of them.
it's $50 for like a massive necklace of a bunch of pearls. Do you think that's like legit?
I think so.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah?
like it is.
I mean, look at that area, guys. It's crazy. Sometimes you think like, would you live here? Maybe. It's pretty cool, especially I guess if you're a part of this community. Look at this kid just holding this rooster so confidently. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of adults wouldn't want to do that, right? But it's crazy. Apparently a floating football field, which we are still looking for.
Right in front of you.
Oh, and it's literally right in front of us. Just all the way there. There's an actual football pitch. So we were trying to figure out what do you do when you kick out the ball out of the pitch. So we're guessing like someone goes there and swims up, gets the ball. They have the whole football team. Hey, say hello, guys. Nice. So I was wondering, when you play football and you kick the ball, you go swimming? Ah, okay, nice. So Lewis is like blown away.
I'm just in football paradise right now. and literal paradise.
haven't even stepped on it yet.
Right, let's go on it. Boom, stepping on a floating football pitch. I think today some sort of like a football event. There's quite a few teams in here. As you can see, there's quite a few people as well. I mean, it's probably because it's Sunday, so they're sort of doing the Sunday activities, but it's pretty cool.
Koh Panyee floating village has exceeded our expectations. It was extremely beautiful and authentic to visit this place. And it's a great place to have lunch if you're doing the James Bond tour. There's restaurants and all kinds of food. We actually took away some chicken and rice
Got some
for
biryani chicken.
40 baht.
See how good they cook it here.
Let's see. But yeah, we're gonna get back on the boat and go to our second stop.
I just brought the food up here and yeah, what's it like? Is it good?
It's like chicken biryani with rice. It tastes very Indian, kind of almost, like the spices in there. It's so good. Absolutely loving it.
So we just arrived at Lot Cave, and apparently that's where you can get a kayak and go through a cave in like a circle. The thing is, we had quite a few drinks last night, so how are you guys feeling about kayaking?
Not today.
Not happening.
Yeah, and there is an extra fee for kayaking, so travels on toast. Don't want to spend too much money. So
It just works out well, right? Perfect.
Yeah. But look, it's like a floating house.
It's moving, yes. I was like, are we moving? But apparently we're all moving here. So now we're just looking at this cave. It generally looks like a mouth, like a throat of the mountain. It really is so epic. You don't see this every day.
No, you really don't. It's so impressive. I absolutely love nature and natural formations. The Lord Cave is ticked off our list for today. You can kayak through there like we said, but it's 300 baht extra per person, which is like $10. And you kind of only kayaking for like 10-20 minutes really, and then that's it. So it's up to you if you want to do it. It's probably a really cool experience, but for us, it's good enough for us to just be here and seeing it. And now, just 5 minutes later, we have just arrived at the one and only, the James Bond Island. The whole reason that we're doing this tour right now is to see this island. This is where one of the famous James Bond movies was filmed in like the 80s. There's this like really impressive rock in the middle. I'm not even sure how it's still standing.
Alright. Boom. Officially arrived to the James Bond Island. Look at these toilets. This is the coolest toilets I've seen.
It's pretty cool. We're also excited about the toilets and we just arrived at James Bond Island.
Let's go explore the toilets. So Olivia's just paying up for tickets. How much does it cost?
It's 300 baht per person. It's a national park, so you have to pay the entry fee, which is around $10. Yeah, got our ticket. Now we can go walk around and enjoy. We never knew this, but apparently this ticket is for all the national parks here in like the Krabi, Phang Nga area, so you can use this ticket to go to Phang Nga Bay as well. So if you wanted to save money, you could do like 2 tours in the same day on the same national park entry ticket. Little tip.
Boom. So get from one beach to another. There's like a path, well looked after. There's like stairs. Quite a few people, which is something we were expecting as well. I mean, it is Sunday and it is like past the afternoon time. Come back, okay? Yeah, this is pretty much it. I mean, from here it looks the most epic. I mean, look at that, guys.
Getting those shots. Getting those shots. Gotta get the shots of that island. Gotta get those tourist pics. Wow.
So now we reached the beach, the famous James Bond Island beach, the Paradise Beach, and this is what it looks like. Freaking packed, right? So many people, and that's like COVID times. I can't imagine what it was like just before COVID. I mean, look at that. This is like a gig. So many people. What do you think, Olivia?
Yeah. Pretty nice view. A lot of people though.
A lot of people,
and the
right?
beach is way smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. We kind of really wanted to go and swim, but looking at the water here, it looks pretty nasty.
It's a shame people throwing the trash in there. Don't do that.
So the reality just hit, and so there's loads of like stalls. You can buy like souvenir. Yeah, they have like loads of shopping, like pearls, souvenirs, jewelry, you name it.
I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting it to be that busy.
It's like
maybe because it's such a small area as well, it feels busier.
it's like the Kosan Road of Phang Nga.
Feels like that. A lot of people, a lot of noises, a lot of things happening. Wow. And there's boats everywhere. So many boats.
There's like just boats arriving on the other side as well, and it's extremely packed. You probably need to come here on like a weekday and extremely early in the morning in order to skip all this business, because it's not like what we expected, right?
But that's the mountain, so that's the fourth and final thing that you get to see is the famous mountain. I cannot remember the name, but look at the slant.
I know, right? It looks like it's like man-made, right?
It's like it fell, or like got split in half and then it fell.
I think it has split in half and then like sort of slid down.
Khao Ping Kan Mountain.
What?
It's pretty impressive.
It looks like it. It's basically. It looks like it split off this bit and it sort of slid down with time.
Yeah.
Because it generally looks like it just.
Split and slid. It looks really like trippy when you look all the way up. Kind of makes you feel.
Yeah,
sick.
this is pretty cool. I like this. It generally looks like man-made. So we just left James Bond Island. Now heading back. What do you think?
James Bond Island, it's really busy. There was a lot of people there, which you kind of were going to expect because it's a really popular tour. But what I didn't realise is James Bond Island is actually quite small, so it feels like there's
Yeah.
it feels really crowded.
I mean, I felt like it's gonna be busy, but I didn't know that there's gonna be like stalls, people like trying to sell you stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like so many people. We were planning on going swimming there, but then we saw the water was like covered in engine oil. It just
we didn't
wasn't
really want to
inviting
leave,
at all.
we didn't want to leave our bags on the side because
Yeah.
there were so many people everywhere.
But
yeah.
let's ask our friends. What do you guys think? What do you think of James Bond Island?
James, yeah, it's very touristy.
Would you do it again?
Nah.
Probably not, yeah?
Nah, once is enough. But the floating village, that was cool.
Yeah, you probably love that football pitch there, right?
The football pitch, the like, just like the culture there, it just looks very homely and like it's got community.
The trip itself was actually pretty cool. The captain was really cool guy as well, waited for us, you know. In fact, we came here like extremely late, like nearly 2 hours late because it's just, yeah, it was too slow this morning.
But we made it through the whole trip, nobody threw up and it didn't rain, so
That's
mission accomplished.
That's it, guys. Overall, it is totally worth your time and money. If you haven't done it, you should totally do it once in a lifetime because it was a good day. I had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, and we actually got it at a really affordable price. So the amount that we paid for this boat, usually if you're going to go from Phuket or Krabi, you're going to pay between 1,400 to 1,800 baht per person. But actually, we paid for the whole boat. There's loads of kids behind us here. Say hello. They're like awkwardly like.
But
yeah, we paid 2,000 baht for the whole boat for the day, so that's split between 4 people. You can have up to 6 people on the boat and it will be 2,500 baht. So we paid around 800 baht per person, including the national park fee. So half the
loads
price,
of money, right? So
half
good.
the price if you were going to do it from Phang Nga here. And it was private tour, it was amazing.
That's
so
it.
we'll put the link in the description to the tour company we used and their number because it was amazing. Our driver was amazing. Thank you.
But yeah, overall guys, we had an awesome day and we also hope that you enjoyed watching this little video. If you did so, as always, hit the like button too because it helps us out. And if you haven't yet subscribed to see more of our content,
See you next time.